Hello, welcome to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode and welcome to SmackDown and kicking off tonight. The new undisputed champion, Big Jimmy Uso. Of course, of bad blood. He overcame all odds. He did the unthinkable. He conquered the final boss. And well, let's see how he's going to kick off his reign tonight. And well, we did it last week. I set it out and promised myself and each and every one of you that I would bring an end to the final boss and I would reclaim my family's legacy, and I did just that. We got the whole of SmackDown on lock. I spent my whole life being the other Uso. But now Big Jim is running this whole damn place. Whoever wants dibs, well, come get it, because Jimmy Uso's undisputed championship reign starts now. Peace out. And well, Jimmy Uso with quite the definitive statement to kick off his undisputed championship reign and to kick off the new era for SmackDown. Oh, well, we've seen Jimmy Uso invite any and all challengers, but it's time to take a trip down to Motor City as Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin step in tag team competition, making their Friday night debut. The Motor City Machine Guns, one of the greatest teams to mix things up. Could we be barreling towards the rematch of a century? Of course, Motor City Machine Guns, the Young Bucks, have a whole depth of history. But I mean, there's no shortage of history between the Bucks and these men's opponents. Rare Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish. I mean, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin have held their positions at the top of this industry for so long for a reason. And that's because they can easily be considered untouchable. But here we go. Dance away as Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish unite once again. And putting up the UE. Shades to their former undisputed era down in NXT. But they have come a long way since then. Of course, these two men dominated the Ring of Honor scene. And it'll be interesting to see with Adam Cole coming to the assist of Roderick Strong at Bad Blood. Will Cole fall back in line with his old brothers? Or will Cole strike out and reunite with Kenny Omega? And well, they stand tall as Chris Sabin looks to start this one off against Kyle O'Reilly. And here we go. O'Reilly straight in with the big boot and stomping a hole through Chris Sabin's chest. Looking to set the tone for the matchup quite early on, and here we go, hooks the arm in. Jesus. And well, a cheap shot to Alex Shelley, and this point trying to dispatch Sabin back in his corner. And well, Bobby Fish goes high, takes Sabin up by surprise and wait. Sabin trying to throw in some hard strikes in. Well, here we go now, the back and forth, the action. And here we go, tag made. Alex Shelley, the legal man for Motor City Machine Guns. Bobby Fish trying to rally back to his feet, and here we go, Shelley, tag made. And well, Kyle O'Reilly pleading a case with the referee, and here we go. Kicks him down to earth the ground and pound. And Chris Sabin at odds with Fish. And here we go, Bobby Fish looking to get things back under control. And well, there we go. We saw Sabin try and swing out the corner. O'Reilly with the cheap tag. And here we go now. Double shoulder tackle. And the high mounted knee strike. And well, look to follow up with a knee across the head of Sabin. And well, it looked like Shelley tried to make the save, and O'Reilly again just getting the cheap shot, the wild strike on Sabin. And hang on a minute, the PK. Alex Shelley could be down, and no, Chris Sabin, I should say, my apologies. Sabin is the legal man for Motor City Machine Guns, and here we go, just digging in those knees. Kyle O'Reilly showing what he is made of. Not showing an ounce of not showing an ounce of resistance or conflict. And again, you can see here. And well, hang on a minute. The referee's going to need to be stepping in there. Low bearing dropkick tag made. Fish in. Shelley in, a complete resetting. Here we go, Alex Shelley taken to the mat now. This time it is Bobby Fish doing the groundwork. And we're seeing tonight a new side of the Undisputed Kingdom. A new side of Fish and O'Reilly in chop block. Didn't quite get the force in, caught him in the bed of the arm. Alex Shelley's got to be careful with positioning. If that gives way, he could easily do damage to his own arm and leaving himself vulnerable for a man like Bobby Fish to, well, get to work. And here we go. No, I thought he was going to go for the dragon screw, but the leg twist, amping up the pressure. And here we go, Fish. High pressure. Nails the shot. Shelley goes down like a ton of bricks. And just on the brink of 3, Alex Shelley found his answer. And you can see there the kick has busted open the head. And here we go, high and low. And Bobby Fish secures the ring as Kyle O'Reilly gets the pin. And that is how you make a statement. And Red Dragon will rise again. I mean, just look at the ferocity, the intensity being brought to the ring by these two. I mean, Motor City Machine Guns put up one hell of a battle, but I think I hadn't quite measured up. O'Reilly and Fish. Oh, and that was the kick that cemented the fall, busted open the head of Alex Shelley. Fish guessing the tag. O'Reilly quick to move into position for the high and low. Kyle O'Reilly hooks the leg. Fish with a stunner to take out Sabin. And that is all she wrote as Red Dragon opened tonight's show with one hell of a tag team display. And now we venture out to Alexa Bliss in singles competition. Of course, we saw just a bad blood her fall short in triple threat action to capture the Women's US Championship, but now sits firmly on the shoulders of a Nikki Cross of the Wyatt Six. But tonight, Bliss looks to get straight back on the horse. Looks to get straight back into the action, back on the grind as she takes on the one and only Michin. Oh, well, Alexa Bliss truly has been a mark of this division for a long time, and you think a loss like that's going to set her back. Of course, Bliss wasn't the one who got pinned in that match. She was clear of the pinfall. She was just a few seconds too late to break it up. And here we go, her opponent now. The HBIC. Michin. A top level star. Has really become the measuring stick around here. Has driven even the best to their limits. But tonight, can she push herself further and pick up the win? The one thing she is lacking as of late. But she has been a cornerstone of the division nonetheless, and here we go. And well, Alexa Bliss poised and ready in the corner. Michin, same. And Adrian Butler rings the bell, and here we go. Alexa Bliss, Michin, collar and elbow. Michin went for a wild strike to start. And wait a minute, the size advantage, the strength advantage on display early, and well, hang on, Alexa Bliss able to slip through. But who comes out on top and wrenching in that arm? Of course, got her in that steep hammerlock. And here we go now, Alexa Bliss. Snapmare. Into the headlock, and well, Alexa Bliss is really starting to run away with this one. And Michin wrangles out. Gets the arm in tight. And Alexa Bliss with the elbows. And here we go, wheelbarrow. Into the arm drag. Drop kick to follow. And here we go, Alexa Bliss poising for the double knees. And Bliss straight to the top. Alexa Bliss coming out at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Coming out full guns blazing. And this is a fire we have not seen in the former challenger. And well, here we go, Michin using that strength, blasts through, and here's comes the kicks to the head, and Michin starting to flick things up a gear herself, and Bliss shoulder up a 1. And wait, able to buy herself some distance. Oh wait a minute, Alexa Bliss praying to the altar. Running drop kick. And Alexa Bliss is not going to let that one breathe. And just a gorgeous backbreaker. Michin laid out. And kick out at 2. And wait, Bliss getting the excitement of the crowd. And well, Alexa Bliss looking to go full Hell's Fury. And look at that, perfect takeover, and hang on a minute now, wrangling the arm. The goddess. In full control. Goes for the double knees off the middle rope. Wheelbarrow face buster in. Could Alexa Bliss be losing control? And no, kick out of 1. Bliss went high. Michin was able to counterhand it. And Bliss, sweet, sweet neck breaker. Using that top rope. And that is gonna, oh god. Bliss is gonna give Michin quite the sore neck in the morning. But the insecurity. And wait a minute, what's the game? And the low bearing knee to the jaw. Somehow, right out of Michin's nightmares, Alexa Bliss survived but eat defeat. And that is a kick out of 1. And again, Alexa Bliss. Off the ropes into that low bearing dropkick with the energy, the force draining out of it. And wait a minute, Bliss might be seeing an opportunity. To the top and across, body from the heavens. Brings things back to earth. Bliss depositing Michin back between the ropes and hang on, Bliss. Goes for the double knees. Michin is clear. A little kick to cement Michin down. Twisted. Bliss. And did Michin go too high? And the answer is yes. She flew too close to the sun. And we saw the Fiend confront her a week ago, and now that is Uncle Howdy, the leader of the Six, applauding Alexa Bliss from the stage, and I don't think anyone can know what the hell this means. And here we run now. Singles competition. We saw Andrade's Syndicate make their debut in trios action of Bad Blood, where they were successful against the LWO. Tonight, things get taken to a new level. Andrade takes on Cruz del Toro 1-on-1. No Syndicate, no LWO. As arranged by SmackDown General Manager Big E. I mean, look at the world we have entered. Andrade, truly next level. And here we go, representing the Latino World Order. Looking to get some revenge for his mentor. Cruz del Toro stepping up to the plate. for the LWO. I don't know if Cruz may have bit off a little bit more. You can chew here. He is in the ring with the Black Mask. Andrade El Idolo. And El Idolo has been showing as of late he is in full terms fighting for, well, pleasure, fighting for the love of the game. And look at that, Cruz del Toro went to the ropes early in. Andrade. And wait, Andrade backed off on Cruz. And here we go on the shoulders. Plants him down. Holds the legs in tight and a kick out of one there. And you see that? Looked like Andrade ducked the attempted mid-air enziguri while pulling Cruz del Toro down into the mat, that little extra force on the miss, and Andrade now just playing games at the expense of Cruz. And we know this match. We know Andrade isn't exactly trying to put on a pretty style as of late. And of course, here we go. Andrade just digging in the blows, digging in the shots. And well, Andrade may have just made his first mistake and give Cruz del Toro positioning on the ropes. Give del Toro an opening. And will we see del Toro pick up the pace? He can't afford, though, to try and fight Andrade. And here we go, Andrade on the ropes, and hang on a minute. Andrade suckers him in. And again going for the ground and pounder. Cruz starting to really feel the motions, but goes for a cover and a clean kick out of one from Andrade, and a gorgeous moonsault to the back. Cruz feeling it all, feeling the Russian. Andrade. Here we go, Andrade. Position for the moonsault, and so the roll followed through, and a kick out of two. No, Cruz del Toro doesn't want to engage. Cruz del Toro does not want to engage in this back and forth warfare. This is exactly what del Toro doesn't want to get wrapped into a striking game with Andrade. Knee to the midsection. Andrade full steam ahead. Oh. Hang on a minute, Cruz del Toro has something in the tank. Cruz del Toro. Andrade. Destino. Shades of his former stablemate Testio Naito. And Andrade wants him on his feet. And here we go, hammerlock, DDT. And Cruz del Toro is done. And what? Andrade now wrapping himself up in an argument with Adrian Butler as Cruz del Toro just pulled out an old-timer survive. And what's the plan here? Just Andrade's plan, I think now, just rag on Del Toro. And wait. He has exposed the turnbuckle. And here we go, Snake Eyes in the corner. The Syndicate makes its mark. 2, 3. Nailing Tranquilo. Well, the Tranquilo Twister. And Andrade. And wait a minute, that's Ray wielding a kendo stick to send a message to Andrade. What? Ray has finally snapped. And while rolling on with tonight's continuous non-stop action, the debut of the CEO. And while rocking the homage to Tiger Mask, it is the CEO, Mercedes Moné, of course formerly known Sasha Banks, now repping a whole new brand, a whole new style. And tonight she takes on the legendary Trish Stratus. Of course, this night of action is being elevated match after match, and well, if anyone knows how to bring a new level of fire, it is that woman in the ring. And here we go. An old-timer, considered one of the greatest to ever touch the ring, Trish Stratus has found little to no success as of late, pinned the former United States champion Becky Lynch before she dropped the belt to Bad Blood, but fell short in number one contendership to Alexa Bliss. And now tonight she tries to scramble to save face to fix the image, but she does have to try and overcome one of the greatest in the modern day. Two eras clash as this matchup gets underway, and gorgeous start, Meteora from Banks. And here we go. Mercedes straight just going in for the neck crank. Looking to wear down Trish early on. And wait a minute, Trish Stratus reviving, locking her up. And here we go, collar and elbow, and well, Trish Stratus breaking the hold. Huge backdrop as the work begins. And Stratus beginning a beatdown. I say beginning the beatdown. Moné quick to recover, quick to find her feet. And well, and just as quick, Trish, wait a minute, no. I could say just as quick, Trish Stratus turns around, but again, Moné had it scouted. And well, look to bounce off the ropes, looking to keep that intensity, but Mercedes just sending Trish face first back into the mat. Oh, well, Moné giving a little attitude here to Trish, and Trish played possum. Shoulder up a 1. And there we go. Scouted the elbow drop. Monet flat on her back and wrangling the arm. Taking Stratus down a level now. Stratus wrangling the arm. These two giving it all in. While Stratus invites this matchup back onto his feet. And well, Trish, knowing the strengths in her corner, opening up the clean break. And we're looking to take things into the corner. Mercedes Moné has her own answer. And chopped out of the air. Moné was going high. Stratus had other intentions. And the spine buster. Perfect transitioning. Moné out of 1. Could we be seeing the contest slipping through the fingers and into the realm of Trish and Stratus went high risk, but on this occasion there was no reward in wait. Moné wanting to levy the risk. Trish across the top ropes. Double knees Meteora. Moné spider into the drop. And that could be the end. And Moné now slapping about this junior referee, getting into an argument. But it has just simply opened a path for Trish to make a comeback. And Moné there, smart positioning, putting that leg across the base of Trish's spine to really ease in the hold. Oh, wait a minute, Trish Stratus setting herself up for trouble. Snake eyes in the corner. And again, Stratus just swiping the legs from under Moné, causing Moné into a kick out, expending that energy at any means. And hang on a minute, Moné with a shot of her own and a deep, deep cover with a late kick out. And here we go, Moné back to work. Back to setting the stage. Looking to do everything she can to whittle down Stratus. And whilst Trish taken to the apron now on a snapmare. As Moné doesn't want this one getting away from her. And wait, what's Moné thinking? Going to the top for the superplex. And how huge this is, awesome chance. Backstabber. Locks in the statement, but Moné was too close to the ropes and Mercedes lockstep. And Trish finally getting things in the corner. And wait a minute here. Moné looking to set up some trouble. And I think Stratus realizes. And hang on a minute. The ref with his back turned. Trish Stratus rolling to catch some reprieve. And Monet again finding that much needed answer. Being able to connect the kick. And here we go, just cinches it in. No hesitations. Stratus on a different planet, forced to submit. Look at the cranking on the neck and the spine. And that could have only ended one way. I mean, Trish pulled out all stops. But ultimately the CEO would stand tall and just look at the setup. The knees straight through the midsection, driving the air out the lungs. And here we go, straight into the money maker. Thought that would be the deal. Sealer, and somehow Stratus survives. But Monet would position the shortstop Snake Eyes and bust the nose of Trish Stratus. And Monet hooking up the pinfall for a close fall. And you can see Monet willing to pull out every stop in the book. Top rope superplex. And while the ref's back turned, Monet with the steel chair, softening up the competition. And here we go, the deal breaker, causing the submission. And Mercedes punches her ticket. Here tonight, and what a debut for the new CEO of SmackDown's women's division. Kenny Omega in the ring now. I know I made promises. I swore to take down Cody and then lost. I vowed to strip away the Bucks Tag Team Championships and lost. I know there's only so much hope I can ask for you all to put in me. But let me put this straight. Cody Rhodes, I won you one last time. I promise, Cody, just one more match. Bring the Bucks. I don't care. Because now the Elite no longer stand at a numbers advantage. Do they, Adam? And wait a minute. We saw his return of Bad Blood with the attempted assist to Roderick Strong. And here comes the Paragon. A month out on the shelf thanks to Kazuchika Okada. Adam Cole, baby. And while Adam Cole standing full reign ahead, of course, the Undisputed Kingdom in full swing on Friday night, and it seems their first action will be to even the odds. The Elite stand 3-3 with Omega, Adam Cole and Hangman. Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby? See, 2 months ago, Kenny gave me a call, and I'll be honest, at first I was apprehensive, but I saw what the Elite were doing to our legacies, and I had to step in. See, Cody Rhodes is a man who knows how to spew nothing but bullshit, but I have to say, there's one thing... wait a minute, Fish and O'Reilly, and they just dumped a beaten and bloodied... No. Adam Cole with a super kicking. Well, I mean, we imagine whatever Adam Cole was angling for here is coming to full swing, dropping the boom. And Adam Cole has just taken out Kenny Omega. And now, the main event, of course, the shocking scenes between Adam Cole, Kenny Omega, the Undisputed Kingdom, Hangman Adam Page, all just coming to a bitter head. And The only question I think many people can think of is why, Adam, why? But now we move on to Chase U, trying to rally this crowd up, trying to bring back the energy that's been sucked out of the building, as Andre Chase puts in his bid and battles the phenomenal and still United States champion AJ Styles. And Andre Chase flanked, oh god. And of course, he's not coming out alone tonight. Flanked by Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, AJ Styles. The branding in full force. The Bullet Club era for SmackDown's mid-card. And well, we saw AJ Styles take John to his limit and beyond, nailing the victory. I don't know if Andre Chase is quite prepared for the demon that's been invoked, as Styles, flanked by his two close friends, takes center stage. Once these endless technical difficulties. And while huge Chase U chants from this crowd rallying behind Andre. And while Andre Chase engages, collar and elbow tie-up. Probably not the most advisable move when you're in the ring with AJ, but Styles just wrenching on that shoulder socket, pulling down the arm, could force an easy dislocation. And well, look how quickly he was there to switch it up, bring him into the hammerlock. And we know AJ Styles is a clean shooter and just puts Chase on the... And hang on a minute. Via Hale without a moment's hesitation. Without a moment's hesitation, looking to capitalize. And where AJ Styles now turns the attention and just burning hammer to Thea Hale. And hang on a minute, I think Duke Hudson about to suffer a similar fate. And here we go, AJ Styles. Off the ropes into the moonsault, but Andre clear of the path. And AJ Styles now looking to amp things up, but Andre Chase stayed put, watched on from inside the ring. And look at this, the stomps to the back of the head, and listen to the reaction tonight for Andre Chase. Atomic drop. And well, just as it seemed the rally was beginning, AJ Styles sent into the ropes and shut down Andre. And again, AJ just not standing. And wait a minute. Again, those Styles. Phenomenal forearm to Duke Hudson. Similar blow to Thea Hale. And now shifting focus off the ropes and turns. Chase inside out. So Chase coming in hot. Split-legged. Brought him down. Ushi. Goroshi. 1, 2. And a kick out of 1. And well, Styles, I think, enjoying the sparring contest. And here we go, invites a more formal affair. We said AJ's awoken the demon. The early days of AJ shining through, and who can argue with that when we're seeing this man put up this level of contest in a ring? The phenomenal Blitz. Here we go, 6, 30, hooks the leg, and Andre Chase narrowly surviving the encounter. AJ props him up, and oh my god, Andre Chase with a bid of the century. Just turned himself into a brick wall for Styles to slide off. Went to lock in and try and bring Styles down. And here we go. Gorgeous burning hammer. And AJ, here we go, measuring up the elbow pad. Phenomenal forearm. Swoops him up. Into the Styles Clash. Center of the ring. The death blow combination for the 3. And AJ Styles proves once more why he is the United States Champion. I mean, Andre Chase brought it all out of the gate. I mean, AJ Styles put a beat down on all 3 members of Chase U, Gallows and Anderson. Sat back, watched on as their leader went to work, and just look at the work. Just 6:30 pulling out all stops, making sure there was no questions left on the table, and well, who can say? Just look at the action, the phenomenal forearm. Instantly rolled him through. Got him up. Pulls him in. Styles Clash. And you can see the dismay on Hale and Hudson, realizing the 3 was inevitable. And Gallows and Anderson join him in the ring. And here we go, the meeting of the minds. AJ Styles ends tonight's SmackDown, standing tall. And as for now, we bid you a good night.